Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Putri Sekar Melati from International Program on Science Education, Faculty of Mathematics and Science Education, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. In this opportunity, I would like to present our research of science education. Name is Profiling Students' Misconception and Concept Mastery of the Human Body System topic. Okay. The first is background. As we know, science has four competencies to achieve the goal of science teaching and learning. The first is conceptual understanding, critical thinking, creativity thinking, collaboration, and communication. Teaching and learning is correlated with concept and student perception in science, and student perception in science will constructed along the learning process. So, it is important to know the conceptual understanding of the student, right? For example, the concept understanding is constructed from formal education in school and informal education in students' environment. For example, in Japanese language, term muscle or urat is like this. Actually, in biology, term muscle is like this. Except the bone, all over our body except bone, right? So in this case, we can see the misconception that constructed in students' brain. Okay, this is the correlation of preconception, misconception, and scientific concept. As we know, before going to the class, student have the conception that is built in their environment. It is called preconception. And then when they go to the class, the teacher gives the scientific concept and it is built in their brain. And when the process is built, there is some misconception and preconception and scientific concept in their brain. So it will be better if the student has understand about the concept, so the student will get the scientific concept. Or if the student doesn't understand about the concept, it will be misconception. Because the previous misconception will be correlated with acceptance of the next concept. The study is a limited extent by investigating students' conception relating to the human body system. Based on the outline background, the current study proposed two research questions as follows. The first, how is students' misconception? And the second, how is the students' conceptual mastery of the topic? Okay, this is the method. The method for the participants in the current study of Indonesian high school students are from Senior High School X in Bandung, and they are in the first and second grades of high school. And for the topic that being assessed to gain student test result and misconception is human body system. And the research method is descriptive because descriptive method is dealing with making a description of the current or past status of the phenomena. And this is the result. This research attempt to test 117 students to fill the test item of the topic of the human body system. And each student's score is being averaged. Then the research found that the average percentage of student score is the same with the percentage of the correct answer. The correlated data of the correct answer and misconception are complement each other to become 100%. For example, in the topic the human body system, the first key idea is blood carries oxygen to cell and carries carbon dioxide away from cell. It has 73.5% correct answer and 26.5% misconception, which is, if we sum the percentage, it will become 100%. So, we explain the first key idea. The first key idea is blood carries oxygen to cell and carries carbon dioxide away from cell. 73.5 agree that blood carries oxygen to cell and carries carbon dioxide away from cell, and 26.5% of students got misconception. For the students who got misconception, were most frequently thought that blood carries carbon dioxide away from cell, but doesn't carry oxygen to cell. Okay, by learning this concept, we'll also correlate it with the core idea. The core idea of this topic is in multicellular organism, the body is a system of multiple interacting subsystems. These subsystems are group of cells that work together to form tissues and organs that are specialized for particular body function. After analyzing the misconception of the student in the human body, we can see the various conceptions developed by the students themselves, which are far from scientific facts and called naive theories, preconception, misconception, or alternative conception, create the serious obstacle for later years of learning. And in the same way that learning in science can be considered to be a sequential process, so the development of misconception, so that once of misconception has been acquired, it may be carried on and built upon further. And the conclusion is misconception refers to a concept that is not following scientific understanding that accepted by experts. This condition, it is very important to do improvement by carrying out more challenging learning and inviting students to construct new knowledge through the appropriate learning experience. Okay, that's all of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry if there are any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.